Good morning, good afternoon. So it's bank holiday, and this mess is what I call my garden, my back garden, which is a bit of a jungle. Had it cleared up about a year ago, and the bags over there are from 1 year ago when the people said that they were going to take away the rubbish and never did. My machine, which is the heater, it's condenser heater, it's solar powered. You can just about see the solar panel up on the roof. The rest of the garden, it's quite a nice little bungalow. Sort of lived here for 11 years now. Well, hello and welcome to the channel. This is Talkin really, and today we've got basically a mishmash of ideas. So first of all, thank God Teresa May is gone. Resigned just before the weekend, and she's due to go on the 6th, last day 6th of June, so that's about a week and a half away, so thank goodness for that. However, we don't know who's going to replace her. I personally think that we should have a general election, of course, to decide ourselves who we have, but we're going to be lumbered with somebody who basically is going to carry on doing what she did before and mucking up the country. So really, I think that there is actually a petition that you can sign. I believe that Francisca Martinez, the disabled comedian, has put up a link to a petition that you can go and sign. And it's already, last time I signed it was just before the weekend, and it had 30,000 signatures already, so it's guaranteed to get looked at. But to get 100,000 signatures will guarantee to go through to somebody in Parliament to be discussed. So it's quite a long way to go. However, the petition was that when a politician PM resigns, it should automatically trigger a general election, because it's only fair that we decide who's in charge, not them. So that's the whole point about that.
Oh, and you say you don't have much sympathy for her?
I've got less than no sympathy for her. She didn't publicly break down over the victims of Windrush, who, because of her policies, were driven from their homes, denied medical care, and even kicked out the country. She didn't cry publicly over the dozens of working class people who burned to death in Grenfell Tower. She didn't weep publicly over those who've had their benefits stripped from them, those driven to food banks because of her policies, the victims of universal credit. I think, you know, our media can often express far more sympathy for the powerful. In her case, she will lead, no doubt, a comfortable and affluent life to her very end, rather than the victims of their policies, who, I'm afraid, have been driven into misery, insecurity and turmoil as a direct result. Let's think about those people.
You can't just respond at a human level.
I have responded on a human level. I've spoken about the humanity of those who have suffered as a consequence of her policies, and I wish the news would give far more space to them rather than spending time discussing the Prime Minister crying because she can no longer hold the most powerful job in the country.
And then, of course, other things I want to talk about is respect, because there seems to be lack of it, growing lack of it, to be honest with you. I think people have an attitude of disdain and disrespect for people with disabilities. Not only, you know, the DWP, obviously, because they are the ones that most of us rely on for our income, but people in general. So people that abuse blue badge bays, for example, they are showing us a complete lack of respect and there was an article detailing excuses that people give for using a blue badge rate. Oh, I'm only going to be a minute. Oh, I'm only using the ATM. Oh, I'm only picking up somebody. You know, all this sort of, oh no, disabled people don't want this, there's nobody waiting. How do they know? So, a lack of respect. Now also, I've had recently myself, and it's a bit hard to talk about because it is a friend of mine, but during our holiday he had this habit of grabbing hold of my scooter controls, turning the knobs and playing with the accelerator and making it go faster when I wasn't prepared for it. I wonder whether anybody had that with friends before, with their wheelchairs, for example. You know, taking control of the controller and making you do things that you really don't want to do. For example, you know, going over a humpback sleeping policeman type device, because I knew that if I went over it with my scooter I might bottom out and it would damage all the bottom of the scooter. Now I wasn't prepared to do that, but of course my friend just came behind me and started pushing me, saying, oh yeah, no, go on, put your accelerator on, let's go. Now luckily for him no damage was done. However, I did think it was a little bit rude and a little bit lack of respect for me as a person, because I wouldn't go to him and start pushing him around just because I thought that he should go a little bit faster, or if he should go somewhere that he didn't want to go to. So I'm just wondering, have you had that? Leave a comment down below. It's a lovely day here, Bank Holiday Monday, so I hope you're enjoying your time. If you're not working, then obviously every day is the same. But yeah, I'm going to make a video about that. About quite commonly people say, oh no, I can't work. There's nothing I can do. I'm too disabled to work. And I've noticed that a common theme amongst people. And I'm not saying this to antagonise, but I do believe that there is quite a lot of things that people can do when they don't realise that they can. And you'd be surprised, you know, we've all got brains. So saying that old saying about, oh no, I can't work, there's nothing I can do, nobody will employ me. Bear in mind that if you want extra money, which you can have legally, you need to do some work, get some money coming in. I've noticed that the fan's died up, so I don't know if this is going to be crap audio, and it does help. Trust me, there is a lot of evidence to show that when you go out to work, you feel better about yourself. You obviously have more money, but you have this feeling of self-worth. You've achieved something, and also it relieves the boredom, and also is recognised as being a very good helper to overcome depression. A friend of mine who is able-bodied, but obviously suffers from depression and anxiety for many years, she said to me, oh no, I can't do any work. At the time I was working in Shaw Trust.
Andy Wright is a lucky man. He loves his job. But his employers, the Shaw Trust, are lucky too. He's been hugely successful since he began working here 2.5 years ago.
Hello, Andy, Shaw Trust.
Andy has mild cerebral palsy and couldn't get a job himself for 8 years. Now he helps people with substance misuse problems back into work. He says he can help them challenge prejudice.
I was advising her to go out and look for some voluntary work, and then from voluntary work we came to looking for paid work. And you know, a couple of years later she was saying, no, I can't work. I'm not able to work. Nobody will employ me. I might have time off, ill. You know, and she's a physically able person. It's just the mental disability that she suffers from. And I'm not belittling mental disabilities. I'm just saying that for her, in the end, all of that talk was wasted because she got a really good job in a bank. She has a better life now than she ever did have, and that is because she kept at it and persisted, and I tried to help as much as I could, but she was the one that had to do the ultimate, the ultimate go to work thing. And I'm very happy for her, because now all I see from her is on Facebook is all her pictures of things that she's doing and places that she's going, and she's having a really good life. Whereas before, she would be stuck in a room, she would be anxious and depressed on antidepressants, and they're not working, and I feel very happy for her. So please, when you think to yourself, you think, no, I can't do anything at all, but have another think about it, because trust me, everybody can do something. So there we go, that's today's vlog. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and let you get on with your day. Thanks for watching, bye for now.